I exist. Once again. Shit. I forgot a prop. Put it back. All right. Let's get the easy news out of the way first. I haven't been streaming for like a week and change. There was a pretty epic hardware failure on my part here. I kind of suspected that this would be coming with the damage that's been done to some of my other equipment. But essentially, I loaded up Satisfactory, and I was gonna play a little bit of that, and my video card cooked immediately. But as it cooked, it pulled entirely too much power out of my power supply, which also in turn fried the power supply. I didn't immediately understand that would happen. That's what happened. I figured it was the power supply that went on the blink, because power supplies cook. Like, it's a rare part in a computer. They do a lot of lifting, and I figured, hey, power supply went. So my computer is a bit of a mess inside. Like, it's an OEM machine, so all the wires are like really nicely tied up, and you need raccoon-like fingers to get in there. I mean, it's not a small computer; it's a full-size case. It's just, my hands are big. Like, I don't even have anything to compare it to. There, this is a Samsung Galaxy S20. Like, my hands are huge. Oh, turn the screen on by accident. This way. Like, my hands are big. Like, they're very big. And getting my massive digits into my little case and around small components like memory and processor, the GPU, or the video card itself, and obviously the GPU in turn. Not really in my best interest. I can do it. I don't like to do it because it's just a giant pain in the butt. So I take my computer down to a local shop right down the road here that does it. The guy that runs the shop's a nice fella. He does have raccoon-like fingers. So I takes it down there, and I tell him, what happened. I said I suspect the power supply, just need a new one. And he's like, I don't have a power supply that big. I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't think that you do. So he ordered me an 850 watt modular power supply, which is great. We got that installed, and as I walked in there, as he was finishing up installation, he was like, "Hey, you're here for the moment of truth." Jesus. He goes to turn it on, and it beeps incessantly. Shit. BIOS beeps. There's a problem. Hardware. So we take the video card out of it, and it started again without a problem. I mean, it yelled because there was no video at all now, and it's part of the power on self test. But yeah. So he rummaged around the shop. He found an old video card, plugged it in, and it booted just fine. Just fine, without an issue. So I'm like, all right, well, the video card's cooked. That was an RTX 2080 I had in there. So that was toast. So I'm like, all right, I'll take care of my own video card, man. Because I don't need him to install a video card. Like, it's a pretty big component. You don't necessarily need very small fingers to do that. So I brought the computer home with me. I paid him for the labor that he did do, and for the parts. And he's like, well, you want me to order the video card? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'll take care of it. So today, my new video card came. So that's installed, and that's why I'm back online for now. Hopefully, there's going to be some changes and stuff coming with streaming. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work that out yet, but I've got to be online more than I am. But it's okay. Some stuff I posted in Discord a couple of days ago that there are drastic changes coming to the way stream and specifically TTS is handled. Where is my streamer bot? Right here. Okay, I couldn't show you guys this before. Sure. Because of the content of the file. But I have this now. This is very cool. This is an interesting piece of code right here. And what it does is it takes any message that comes into the TTS system and it runs this regex match against all the rules in a text file. And give me a sec, I'll show you that text file. This is really, really neat. Computer, will you cooperate with me, please? Here we go. So, this, while it looks like absolute trash, because it's just a bunch of symbols and characters, this is a special language called regex, or short for regular expressions. These are rule sets for how words are to be matched. And basically, this is the filthy, dirty N-word in pretty much every word, every way you can spell it. It will match here, preventing it from ever coming through the TTS system. This is for all the various spellings of the F word. This is for another racial slur and another racial slur, and I'm not going to get into what those words are because it'll get me deplatformed. Words for diminutive terms for females are here, and then this is for all of the Gen Z nonsense garbage that they like to spit out because that's not English. And this is because some of you like to repost things out of Discord. You think it's very funny to get the TTS to just say person says from YouTube, person from YouTube says, person from Twitch says over and over again. It also catches that and removes it. The TTS message will play if there's anything else other than that. This just removes the filth or dumbness from the TTS messages, which is awesome. All right, put this back over here because this also has my notes in it for stream. Other things going on, and it's gonna be kind of a heartbreaking stream, but not just yet. That up here. I've got a lot more work to fill out here. Oh crap! I lost my notes. Notes. There we are. Right. Oh right. I wanted to touch on this again. FNAF from Discord and our chat mod here, who is unfortunately not here today. Or is not here yet. I don't know. Maybe she'll turn up. Sometimes she does that. She's currently back in the hospital, but thankfully it's not cancer this time. Now she's just sick, unfortunately. I'm going to guess, and I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but I'm going to guess from the last round of chemo and radiation that she had to kill the cancerous mass that she had, which did successfully kill the cancer. Technically right now, she is cancer-free, which is fucking awesome. It also annihilated her immune system. So there's a bug going around. All three of the kids here got it. Two of them had 103, 104 degree fevers. She got herself a 104 degree fever the other day. I think there's a picture right here somewhere. Maybe it was in general chat. I don't remember. Yeah, there it is. 104.1 degrees. That's not good. Your brain's boiling at that temperature. That's not fantastic. So I guess her body's platelet count is pretty bad. And if you don't know what platelets are the little parts of your blood that basically cause it to scab and clot. It's a core part of your immune system, and it's part of like when your body has an invader in it, platelets will stick to that invader, and they create like this chain. Basically, they're all like little holding hands with each other, and they kind of imprison the invading bacteriums, and that helps them to direct it to your body's exits, which is often why you get the diarrhea when you're sick. That's you expelling the badness from you. Anyway, she doesn't have any platelets, so that also means her blood can't clot correctly. Holy shit. 6 goddamn months. Wow. Wow, goddamn. Anyway, with no platelets in her blood also can't clot correctly. So like this is gonna sound ridiculous, but it's 100% true. If she gets jostled too hard, she could bleed to death internally. That's no joke. I went to school with a kid who was a hemophiliac. He had, which is basically the same thing. You don't have any platelets in your blood. It is where hers is radiation related, most likely. His was a genetic disorder, but it's the same outcome. If you don't have any platelets, you can die very easily from very small bumps. Hitting your head is like the fucking worst. You can easily blow like a hematoma in your head and flood your brain with blood and just die. Like it's bad. So we're all crossing our fingers, hoping that we hear from FNAF again. I mean, she was supposed to be taking a flight to the hospital to get that looked at, or at the very least keep her safe until her platelet counts normalize. That'll probably take a little while. Really hoping she pops in. I'd like to hear from her tonight just to see how she's doing. Other news. Let's see what the hell else is going on. All right, the mother-in-law is sending money off to faraway lands again, so we have that to deal with. That's a thing. If you think that someone on the internet has a thing for you and then they ask you for money, they don't have a thing for you. Just today's lesson. Okay, and now let's get to the big news. This is a thing. This is a lot. Actually, let me set up to tell this story properly. 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Okay. Now I told about half of this story already, some time ago, before my video card died. Really? Can I not get that off there? Oh. Okay. A while ago, some shit hit the fan with my oldest daughter, and I went and got her and brought her here. She was here for 8 days. There was a lot of legal back and forth there about that. I mean, legally, as far as the law is concerned, I was well within my rights. However, the mother of that child, her name is Jamie, and I've already accidentally spilled her name, so we'll just keep that out there. She went to the courthouse for the county she lives in, and she filed for an emergency custody order to forcefully take the kids from me. Now, in order to do this, you have to suspect that the children are in danger. Okay? Like, you have to have reasonable suspicion that the kids that you want to take, because you are taking sole custody temporarily of the children. That's what the order is for. So it is reserved only for when there's a really bad situation that you as the other parent are trying to avoid. That's your first mistake right there. Okay, well, her first mistake. She filed an emergency custody order of special relief, pending that the child was in danger when she was not, in fact, in any danger at all. And I would argue the fact that she was doing better. She was doing far better here than she is at her mother's house. And she explained this to me. Like, this isn't me just saying things that sound nice. Like, these are things that my child told me. That she was much happier here. Which, don't get me wrong, a child's happiness, as far as their environment, isn't always conducive to what's good for them. Like, we as parents have the job and responsibility to make sure our children grow up to be strong, to be independent, to be self-sufficient. You know, a lot of times that comes with work and things that they have to do that they're probably not going to enjoy, but it's important for building good habits and learning responsibility. However, you can still do that in an environment that doesn't feel bad for the child to be in, okay? When I say feel bad, I mean not enjoying something and generally being unhappy are two very different positions to have emotionally, okay? Anyway, so I was teaching her various things while she was here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, because, you know, I do a little bit of carpentry and stuff. I've been working on the house. I changed her schooling program so that she went from in-person schooling, because she is in a completely different county. I switched her to a homeschool or cyber school program. That way she can remain in her school district and continue using the curriculum that she was already using. And I knew that she had done cyber school already because of the pandemic. All of the kids have done cyber school, right? Like, all of them. So she was already in the system. It was a pretty easy changeover. This was just to make sure that her schooling stayed current. I didn't want her grades to slip or anything, or have any real problems with her education. She's already behind a year, and we'll get into that in just a bit. Why she's behind a year, because I don't even think she realizes why she's behind a year. But I know why, because I was there. All right. So while she was here, I filed for full custody of her, not emergency custody, just custody. You know, I never thought I would get full custody, mind you. It's like a negotiation thing, right? You start with asking for everything, and then you meet somewhere in the middle. And I'd have been happy if I'd come up with like visitation or partial custody of some sort or another, you know, something like that. You know, fair is fair. I had no desire to take her away from her mother. I just wanted to make sure she was safe, and that she wasn't wanting to run away, and she wasn't wanting to harm herself, both of which have been problems in the past. So anyway, I filed for custody 2 days before Jamie filed for the emergency relief. I filed in the county I live in. Jamie filed in the county she lives in. They are not the same county. They are right next to each other. Well, today I had the court thing for custody of her. And because Jamie filed for emergency custody in her county, it opened the case there, and the judge here deferred all of the matter to her county. The courthouse where that takes place is in the middle of an absolutely massive city that is understaffed and overbooked, and they have too much paperwork. And what it essentially boils down to is I'm not going to have a custody hearing for my kid. By the time this gets to court, she will already be 18. That's what it boils down to. The system has failed. the system has completely failed. And don't get me wrong, I am incredibly upset about this. But I'm not upset for anything that's directly related to me. Like, I am very worried about my child, whom I now have zero contact with. According to the judge that awarded Jamie special emergency custody of our daughter, the only contact I'm allowed to have with her is through written correspondence. I'm allowed to write her letters. That's it. And Jamie intercepts those letters and throws them away. My child has no idea that I'm reaching out to her. None. But that's not where it ends. This gets darker. About a week ago, actually it was October 1st is when this would have first came to light. I didn't find out about any of this until October 3rd. Jamie called Children and Youth Services, and she filed a claim that I have been essaying my daughter. I can't even use the word for what that means because this is simulcast at the YouTube, and YouTube doesn't allow those kinds of phrases. But basically tried to say that I'm touching my daughter in ways that no one should be touching a minor, much less their own child, regardless of age. And she did that just to make sure that if this does go to court here in my county, that she could use the open investigation as leverage to make sure that I don't get custody of her at all. Jamie weaponized a system designed to protect people. The whole time my daughter was here, she smiled every day. She was very happy. And instead of thinking about the child and what's best for her, Jamie thought about what Jamie wanted. And that was to hurt me at any cost. And my mother keeps telling me, don't you worry, Karma's a bitch, she'll get her. I am fucking tired of waiting for Karma. Unfortunately, I can't get any of the paperwork on the children and youth investigation until the investigation is closed. That can take fucking months. And then I have to put in a written request for that information under Pennsylvania's right to know laws. And then they'll serve that request whenever they get to it. Hey there, is your name Pricks Me? Is that how you say that? How do you say that? That's hilarious. So when basically when all of this comes to light, and I can get access to the initial claim and all that, they don't tell you who made the claim, by the way, ever, to protect their reporters. It's going to be pretty obvious. I have written out a detailed timeline of all events that have occurred the day that they occurred. And if you use your brain a little bit, you can kind of see exactly the patterns that are in place. Make no mistake, I'm going to sue the balls off of her. And on top of that, I'm going to be looking to press criminal charges because filing false reports is perjury. But that's between me and Jamie. That doesn't help our kid. Prime? Okay. Okay. I see that. I see. Okay. Okay. I saw your name and it looks like Pricks me, and I'm like, I'm a prick too. Like, I can get behind that 100%. So, essentially, I can't do shit until my kid's 18 now, which is going to be in like fucking 2 months and change. And I can promise you, on her birthday, I will be sitting in her mother's driveway in my truck with a trailer attached. I probably won't need the trailer, but because I don't think she possibly owns all that much. But just in case she does, and I'm wrong, I have a trailer, and I will bring it with me. I don't care. I'll tow it all the way to her house. Give 0 fucks. And let me get her out of that fucking house because I know she doesn't want to be there. My child has told me terrible stories about how her mother has beat her with a belt, has left her with to not eat for multiple days in a row. And by the way, the judge for the special relief wanted to hear none of this. I tried to outline all of this in conversations that I've had with my child. So it's not hearsay. This is all documented conversation, right? It works a little bit differently that way. And I'm outlining all of this, and the judge did not care. Because it's a liberal-ass judge that wanted to side with the poor victimized woman. I took her daughter out of her home. Well, yeah, I took my daughter so that I could fucking protect her from your crazy ass. Because all Jamie wants to do is go to work every day. I mean, good for her. Holding a job is important, but we're not going to shit on that. Okay? That's good. And then she has to come home and have a little nap. And she's been doing this since my child was 6 years old. She comes home and has a little nap. With a 6-year-old running around the house? You're going to sleep? Are you fucking stupid? That's how kids drink bleach. Like, are you fucking dumb? But she's not in any danger. I'm the danger. Because I'm the 6'4" guy with the super deep voice. That's how we're gonna play this. Because the justice system is clearly fucking skewed in favor of women all the time. And don't get me wrong, most of the time, like, you can see why that's a thing. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not oblivious to the facts. In most relationships, you know, even if there's abuse from both sides of a relationship, when men choose to get physical, we are generally larger, bigger, stronger people and can do a lot more damage in a way shorter amount of time. And that is a terrifying concept to most people. Okay? Here's the thing though. I'm not abusive. Not. I never put my hands on Jamie. I mean, I did once, and I told that story, you know, where she jumped on my back and was punching me in the base of my skull. I blacked out for half a second, slugged her, and I felt fucking awful about it, like, fucking terrible. Like, I was shitting on myself for fucking weeks over that. Like, I felt just horrible. Because, like, I didn't just, like smack her in her mouth. Like, I wholesale punched her dead in her jaw. And, you know, I've told my wife that story, and she's just like, yeah, no, she deserved that. And maybe she did, but I didn't want to be the guy to give it to her. You know? Again, I'm a whole-ass fucking 200-plus pound dude. Like, I hit somebody in the face, and it's not a good time for them. I don't give a fuck who you are. So, anyway. But Jamie, as I only recently discovered, because understand that men look at relationships and their interaction with women very differently than women do. Okay? I didn't see the things that Jamie did as abusive. I saw them her just being a crazy bitch, because, you know, that's what women do. Apparently it's not. I have been terribly wrong about this. Jamie used to, when we would fight, not all the time, but sometimes, she would grab like a knife out of the kitchen and then lock herself in the bathroom and threaten to slit her own wrists. Which is fucking, that's actually, it's psychological abuse. Alright, Prime, you have yourself a good night, man. So yeah, if you have a woman that's doing that shit, 302 her ass and then pack your shit. Because, she's probably using that shit to control and manipulate you, which is exactly what Jamie was doing. She wanted to take the heat off of the argument that we had been having and make it all about her. And she did that by threatening to unalive herself. Jamie would install software on my computer while I was sleeping to monitor what I was doing. Like legit spyware and shit that is not good for your computer to be running, right? But I would always know. I would know about it because that's stupid. Like, computers are my life. But I would leave it there. I would leave it there like a dick. And then I would do ignorant shit with my computer. Like, really ignorant shit. Like, I'd go, like, surf all of the porn sites. And I would just look at all, like, the most horrific things you could possibly find. Like, fucking hentai tentacle porn and shit. And I would look up, like, lesbian threesomes and all kinds of terrible things. Just to piss her off. Because I knew she was going to say it. And yeah, was that the right way to handle it? Yeah, no, probably not. Probably not. But I was a kid. I was fucking, at the time, I was maybe 20, 21 years old. You know? She did something to spite me. I did something to spite her back. You know? Was our relationship healthy? No. No. Not a little bit. That woman has a lot of self-fixing to do before she should be with anybody. And at the time, that was true of me as well. Like, I don't want to say I was a broken person back then, but I was really inexperienced. Right? I had not dated a lot. Like, I had very few relationships before I met Jamie. And most of them only lasted, I don't know, a couple of weeks, a month or two at best, you know? So I didn't know what the fuck I was getting into. Well, I do now. It's been 20 years, almost. Well, it's actually been longer. It's been 23 years since I first met Jamie. And hopefully the bullshit with her will end soon. Hopefully. But I don't think it will. Alright, there was another point I wanted to make that's really a big deal. When Jamie called Children and Youth Services, she reported that I had been essaying my 17-year-old daughter. Now, there are 3 other children that live in this house with us. And Children and Youth went to the school and spoke to 2 of them. The other one's still in Head Start, so they didn't get to her, and she was actually home from school that day because she was sick. And one of our children is very shy, and she did not want to be talking to strangers about these things that they're talking about. That she fully understood, but it was a really uncomfortable subject. And I get that. Like, you know, these people come out of the blue and just start asking really fucked up questions. Like, you don't want to talk to them people. You know, if that kind of thing was actually going on, like, I could understand, like, you know, like you would probably be a little bit more receptive to that conversation. Because, like, hey, here's a person telling me that these things happen and that there's help. Okay, maybe you're a little leery about it at first or something, but, you know, again, I don't know. I'm not a child therapist. But she was really shy about it, and she didn't want to talk about it. And they took that as she's hiding something. So because they didn't know I wasn't allowed to be alone with her. Like, it's my stepkid, which we don't use those phrases in this house. Like, they're all kids. Like, they're all the kids. Like, we don't differentiate. There is no step and half, and no. You're all related to each other. Right? You're all siblings. We will not have children being treated differently or feeling like they're more or less special than any other kid. So we don't use terminology like stepbrother or half-sister. Like, no, you are brothers and sisters. I don't refer to the children as my stepchildren. I'm only doing that here on stream for clarification. When I talk to them or about them to people in the wild here, they are my children. Because that's how I treat them. Anyway. If children and youth wanted to, they could have pulled her out of this house. And when they do that, they look for something like a kinship guardian. She doesn't have it. Maybe her grandmother, her one grandmother that lives relatively close, would have a place for her, like an extra bedroom or something, because that's required. But realistically speaking, because children and youth can get a bug in their ass and suspicious of anything, including a child's shyness, they could have ravaged this household. And at that point, the option is they'll either take her out of the house, or all the kids out of the house, or I have to leave. Excuse you? What happened to innocent until proven guilty? You're gonna fuck my whole house up? And this isn't even a thing, like I think that's fucked up, like that children and youth can do that. But, oh my god, Jamesy, don't do that. Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck, thank you. It's ridiculous. Don't. But the fact that Jamie weaponized children and youth because she has a vendetta against me, and the effect of that could have absolutely shredded my current family because she's a vindictive, petty, piece of shit excuse of a human being. Honestly, I hope she gets fucking herpes or HIV or something that itches and is not curable. So anyway, today was the last round. There's nothing else I can do. All of the court stuff is moved over to another county, and by the time it gets to an actual courtroom, my oldest child is going to be over 18 years old, so there won't be any point in having a custody or battle about it. Jamie wins. This round, Jamie wins. And my child loses. So I'm just gonna put that right there, because that's her. And y'all can just do whatever you want with that. I'm not by any means telling anyone to go harass her. Don't do that. That's illegal. Definitely don't bother her at where she works as a banker. Like probably don't do that either. You know, don't do anything that's gonna get yourself in trouble. Oh, yeah, that's her. She's a piece of shit. that thinks it's okay to destroy families as long as she gets what she wants. So this is one of the other reasons why I've not really been streaming as much as I could. I mean, obviously my video card broken. There was no streaming. Like, it wasn't happening. I couldn't run anything on this computer. You know, because I had a crappy like video card that came out of a OEM computer from Walmart in here while I was waiting for the new 3060 to get here. So like I couldn't do anything with gaming. But this is the other thing that's been going on. It's been occupying basically my every thought, to the tune of just consuming my life. I'm not sleeping right. I'm definitely not eating right. I've been all fucked up, and depression is a real thing. Like that's a real problem. I've fought with it before. I have not had to fight with it for a very long time. But here we are again. I've always hated that half-cocked smirk she had. Yeah, this is true too, and this is another thing that I'm really concerned about, right? Was this prone to wander? I used to tell Jamie all the time while we were still together that she has way too much fucking gypsy in her blood. She likes to just pack up and move. And right now, she has sole custody of my child. And there is nothing stopping her, certainly not me, from leaving the state. She could just go, and I can't fucking do dick about it. And I have a sickening fear in the pit of my stomach that that's exactly what she's doing. That she's looking to get the fuck out of here so that when my daughter there turns 18, she is far enough away from me that she thinks I can't get to her. I got news for you. I own a Hyundai Elantra that gets almost 40 miles to the gallon. There is nowhere you can go in this country that I can't get to you. Was your chat not working? Road trip shit. I mean, honestly, it's not beyond Jamie to leave the country either. She's gone to Indonesia once before with my child. I mean, to be fair, when she did that, she did have my permission. Because I knew that the thing that she was doing over there wasn't going to work out. She had met this guy, and she wouldn't tell me where she met him. Like, not really. She said she met him in New York. No, she didn't. Jamie met him online. Okay? Because that's what Jamie does. That's how I met her. I met her on a website. The internet wasn't internet. Did you watch the stream? Was the stream working okay? You just couldn't chat? Anyway, with Jamie having full legal custody of the child, if she wants to leave the country, I can't stop her. There's nothing I can do about it. Technically I have no custodial rights right now. None. Alright, FNAF, that's probably because you're using the, are you at the hospital right now, or are you home? You're at the hospital, right? Yeah, it's probably the Wi-Fi. Social networks like to not let you directly interact when you are using free Wi-Fi because of man-in-the-middle attacks. It's the same way. Like if I go to McDonald's, I can't even check the comments on my YouTube videos. They won't load, and I can't leave new comments. Like nothing. So it might be that. How you feeling anyway? Since I was hoping you would turn up and chat. You still got the fever? Are you feeling a little better? Obviously, I know your platelet count is nothing, which is a gigantic problem. But like, how are you generally feeling? Like, both physically and emotionally. We get ads. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Quick. That way I have a warning that we have ads, so I don't miss it again. Alright. You know, I really like the way you think. I really do. But I don't want to give her something that's curable. And while it is a long and painful process, it's still curable. I want her to get like HIV or herpes. Because Jamie thinks that she's a sex symbol anyway. Like, I've been saying for a long time that this chick falls in love every time she falls on her back, and it's true. No, that'll end her way too quickly. Rabies is fatal to humans. And it's fatal inside of about 2 weeks. No, that's not nearly enough suffering. I've been suffering for roughly 11 years that I've not been able to see my daughter, with an 8-day break in the middle of that. Okay? 11 years that she has kept this child as far from me as humanly possible and continued to hide so that I could not reach out to her and I could not contact her. And I was trying very, very hard not to be legal about this because I didn't want to drag the child through court systems, because legal battles, while intense, are only really hard on kids. And I didn't want to do that to her. So, no, I don't want her to have something that's going to kill her in like 2 days. I want something that's going to itch. I want something that's going to be a constant, just constant misery. And since Jamie likes nothing more than getting plowed, I would like to have her to have something that will prevent her from doing that. Giant, gross, pus-filled bumps on her fucking man cave between her thighs, because that's pretty much what it is. I would know. Anyway. God, she got hideous as she got older. Like, she looks like a broken can of biscuits. I'm glad I didn't marry that, because I was gonna. Like, I was gonna marry her a long time ago. I like how the comments aren't loading. Did she block me? Are you watching my stream, Jamie? Are you keeping tabs on me? Is that what's happening here, or is my internet crapping out? It could be either. Let's find out. Let's find out. First, we're going to copy the URL, just in case. Let's find out. F5. You're watching my stream! Oh, I'm so happy! Go fuck yourself, you ignorant cunt. Can anybody else get this up? Let me know. You're watching my stream, you filthy twat bag. You just gave yourself away. I knew it. You can't help but be a snoop. You always were that way. You always were. You accused me of doing terrible things to my daughter. I'm going to make you pay for it. I'm not the one that beat her with a belt. I'm not the one that forgot to feed her because you were too busy getting fucked. I have a 3-ring binder that you've seen me carrying around. It has all of our chat conversations in it. Conversations that I'm not even sure you've found yet, and I don't really care if you do, because all they do is repeatedly expose how awful of a parent you are. Oh, let's see. No, I'm going to do a little digging. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat, hun? I fucking knew she was watching. She's been watching for a while, too. Jamie can't help but be in the know about everything. She's such a newsy body. Oh, I fucking love it. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you, JMZ. 100% honest. When we were younger, okay, remember, Jamie's about 5 years older than me. So when I met her when I was 19, she was 24. She did look like something. She really did. She was very pretty. Of course, it took living with her and actually getting to know her to realize that was mostly makeup. But she still, even without her makeup, she wasn't hideous or anything. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I imported her. She's not from PA. She's from New York. Because you're right, there is slim pickings in PA. Although mine's from PA, and I don't think I could have did. I don't think I could have did better than Nancy here. She is the fucking catch of a lifetime. I can 100% promise you that. Oh, also, Nancy, do me a favor. Under no circumstances are you to turn this stream off. You have to watch it now. You have to keep it running. Do you know why? I'm gonna tell you in Discord. Because I don't want to make it overly obvious. Nah, you don't want a sugar mama, man. Your battery's going to die? That's not good. Dude, we're all asses. It's part of being a guy. Like, we're hard asses about shit that's important to us because we were raised different, you know? I'm so amused that she blocked me on Facebook. It makes me so happy. Ooh. Hold on. She has a Twitter, too. Holy shit, it was actually in the fucking URL. Because this was actually the last Twitter I saw, because I don't really use Twitter all that often. Hurry up and block me here, too. Hurry up. You can do it. I know. Humanitarian. To who? I don't use Instagram. And Instagram's part of Facebook, isn't it? Yeah, I know she does, but like I don't even have an Instagram account unless you have one by default with Facebook. Like I don't know. I never use it. Yeah, I know, dude. Stay away from TikTok. That shit's terrible. Oh, there's still 2 different platforms? Okay. Well, I don't even have an Instagram account. Like there's, yeah. I've always thought Instagram was like Pinterest, but like a discount version of it. Oh, I got a link. I'm clicking it. Ew. You need a better picture. That's a mess. Well, I mean, you know. You know, I shouldn't be all mean. I shouldn't. I should say some positive things. You learn that when you're a manager, as management training, that you should never approach a situation wholly with negativity. You should always bring something positive to it. So, I don't know, just get big tits. That's all I got. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Like her personality just fucks her up. What? Well, I mean, that's the truth. I mean, I didn't say anything that wasn't plainly obvious. If you meet her in person, the first thing you're going to notice is the fact that her boobs stick out further than any other part of her body. They didn't? I don't know. I wasn't really looking the last time I saw her. Honestly. Oh. Ooh, all right, let's do a refresh. Let's do a refresh. Am I blocked here too? Nope. Oh, you know why I'm not blocked here? I know why I'm not blocked here. Because I'm logged into a different Twitter account. Ugh, that's a mess. I don't know. I said I wasn't really looking. I mean, the last time I saw her was at the emergency custody order thing, and yeah, she was too busy playing fucking victim, and I didn't want to look at her face. Like the whole, well, there's a history of abuse in our relationship. Yeah, you mean when you throw a coffee percolator at me? That was pretty fucking abusive. How about that time you stabbed the wall with a fucking steak knife? That was pretty neat. That wasn't fucking abusive or anything. Aw. Oh, you know what? There was another order of business. No. Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't really talk about it a whole lot, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. Just a quick topic change. Let me make this go away because it's hurting my eyes. Alright. So, I'm do that. The mother-in-law is off on her crazy shit again. She apparently has a while ago, she had this thing going on where she had a I'm struggling to say this word because I don't want it to come out of my mouth, but it's a thing. She met a guy on the internet, and she thinks that he's her boyfriend or something. I don't know. Like, it's very weird. Anyway, she keeps sending him money in the form of, like, iPhone gift cards and things like that. Like, you have to stop. This dude doesn't, you don't know this guy. Like, this is not a person that cares about you. This is an Indian scammer. Like, there are office buildings in India. Well, not the whole building, but like there's floors of these buildings. If you ever watch Kit Boga here on Twitch, he actually outlines it. Like he goes and tears these dudes up. He's pretty cool. Let me just look him up real quick. All right, let's get. Yeah, this is Kit Boga. Let me just link his chat real quick. Okay. Anyway, what he does is he scams scammers. And he's isolated these guys down to like where they work. And there are office buildings in India. I couldn't tell you what city. I don't know. I don't remember. But like the whole floor of this office building is nothing but this company, and all they do is live on Facebook scamming old people in the United States. Well, really anywhere, but most of the United States, because we're giant consumers of all of the data, right? So she's been sending him money that we functionally don't have to be sending. Like, it's ludicrous. Like, that's money that could be used to be paying bills or other things that are actually fucking important, and she's buying gift cards with them and sending them to fucking India. Which in India, they have laws about gift cards where you have to be able to cash them out for their full cash value. So when you send somebody a gift card code, you know, they can directly turn that card back into revenue for themselves. And that's all they do. That's what this company makes all of their money on. And it's terrible. Anyway, she stopped doing it for a while, and we kind of like chalked it up to the fact that she had a tumor. Like, she didn't actually have a tumor in her head, and it was making her, you know, we thought maybe it was making her do dumb shit. And that's not the case. She's just fucking dumb. So we're dealing with that. A lot going on these days. Like, it's been pretty busy. I mean, and they are FNAF. They are absolutely making a killing on it, and they're making a killing victimizing like old people, because old people are the ones that are going to fall into that trap, right? It's the boomers and the silent generation that they're gonna be talking to these people, and in not all cases you're going to understand that that's a scam. That these people are not real. Oh, yeah, no, you took a Benadryl. You're going to go sleepy by real soon. Like, with or without your permission, you are taking a nap now. Alright, let's play a game. Since I got my new video card, I can actually run most things now. Oh, I should be able to run all things. It's a 3060. Here it is. Box 3060. Yay! Oh, it must be green on the bottom. Yay, Chroma. Alright, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go bio break real quick, grab a smoke, and then we're gonna play some Once Human and continue conversating. Yeah, I needed it, dude. My own one fried, so. I assume you mean 25 milligrams, FNAF, and that makes sense because you're built like this. Like, I saw that one video of you, like, with a box on your head, and you were, like body fighting with your sister. And yeah, you're both tiny people. Like, that, I 100% see that. All right, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back, and we'll get into this.
are used to secure volatile deviations or stardust-related phenomena. These deviations can cause adverse health effects such as altered behavior, loss of free will, bodily transformation, and death. In addition, certain deviations may cause distortions in the time-space continuum. It's for these reasons that we would like to remind you to maintain a safe distance from all Rosetta installations, facilities, bases, and other designated property unless you have been specifically summoned there. When it comes to the security of Rosetta property, please be aware that Rosetta personnel are authorized to shoot on site and are not required by corporate policy to issue any warnings before taking action against trespassers. While these security protocols may sound harsh, we would like Nelsot residents to understand that they are only in place to ensure their safety. Rosetta's research into Stardust is essential, but it can be dangerous. Luckily, it doesn't take much to keep yourself safe. Remember, steer clear, and there's nothing to fear.
We've got ads.
I'm back. Who's still in chat with me? Anybody? JMZ's still here. Oh, I can actually turn off the stream music right now because this game has music. Sweet. Dude, the graphics are so different. So I was checking out Once Human earlier, right after I installed the new video card, and the shadows look so much better. Like it's incredible. Like yeah, it's a little pixely. You can see it there, a tiny bit, but like that's pretty good. Yeah. Nvidia really annoys me actually as far as devices go. I'm more of a an AMD guy, and not really, right? So like back in the day, AMD wasn't AMD. It was actually ATI. It was a company called ATI Technologies, and I liked their video cards a lot because they work well everywhere. Specifically Linux, which I use Linux quite a bit for deploying servers, um, and for like compiling code and stuff. And ATI, well, AMD now, but ATI always had like a really high compatibility layer with Linux machines, where NVIDIA does not. And I don't know who the hell Tink L is, but it's probably, let's see, go to channel. Yeah, I know who you are. You're the brony, right? That's what you are. You're a fucking brony, and you're gonna sit there and tell me to grow up while you're watching fucking cartoons. Hey, what? You can go get fucked with a cactus. That's what you can do. We're just gonna piece you right the fuck out. Get off my channel. All right. You have to fast for Jewish holidays and you're going crazy, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if that's your chosen faith and you're going to obey the tenets of that faith, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's on you. I do not follow any particular faith at all. Like, I'm baptized Catholic, but I'm not a practicing Catholic, not to any degree. I believe in science and technology, and if I can't mathematically prove it's there, then it's not there. Like, there's not a lot I can help you out with there. You're a godless heathen. Then why do you have? Oh, I'm getting my users confused. Yeah, same me for me really. I don't I won't subscribe to the idea that there's any kind of ultimate creator of the universe or whatever. I mean, if you believe that, I'm not shitting on you. Like, that's fine. Like, you do you, right? Like, if that's what you, if that gets you through your days and keeps your cup full and it helps you be happy, then that's wonderful. That's one. I'm not going to tell you what to think. That's great. I don't personally subscribe to any of those ideologies. I personally struggle with the idea that, you know, the ultimate creator of the universe has decided that he's going to draw the line at the fucking deli counter. Like, yeah, no, TTS is a lot more expensive, man. I posted stuff on Discord about the new system for TTS. TTS, I'm hoping, will be primarily bit driven instead of channel point driven. So I raised it to 1,000. If TTS is continually abused, I'll just continue to raise the point thing higher, or I'll just remove it altogether as a channel point reward. I originally intended TTS to be like a question and answers kind of thing, and it's not how it gets used. It gets used to troll me, and it gets used as a toy, basically, right? And I've spent an absolutely ungodly amount of time setting up the TTS system and getting all of that stuff working for it to turn into a plaything for people that just don't have anything better to do with themselves. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have an unlimited data plan.
JMZ 50,607 from Twitch says, "Am I the only one who dislikes TTS?"
I mean, I don't know why you would dislike it. Like I said, it's a tool, right? TTS gives chat the ability to say something in a way that doesn't ever get lost, okay? So all of my videos get uploaded to YouTube as they are filmed, because I simulcast to YouTube at the same time. But the Twitch chat is obviously not part of the video upload. So TTS gives chat the ability to say something in a way that does actually become part of the video. It becomes part of the video's audio component. And I think that's kind of neat. But like I said, it gets treated poorly. I spend a lot of time getting TTS set up well so that it's not only usable but also safe to be used. Because there have been times where TTS was abused by bots and stuff to spread like horrible racial slurs and just, you know, for no other reason than to create drama and trouble, you know, and I think that's pretty shitty. So I built a really intricate filter system. Oh, that's actually the other thing I wanted to talk about. I completely forgot about that. The tool I wrote. Let me hold on. Let me quit game. I wanted to demonstrate this actually. I do have the Ubisoft launcher. I have, what do I have? I have Ghost Recon. I don't remember which one I have. Breakpoint. Yeah, Breakpoint. That I got at the behest of one of my chatters, who is now no longer a member of the community. He just doesn't come around anymore. He said he would love to watch me play it. I bought the game, downloaded it, installed it. He watched me play it for about 5 minutes, and I haven't seen him since. So that will be the last time I take recommendations from chat about what game to play.
Sports_geek12 from Twitch says, percent filtered output percent.
Neat, so that's a bug. It says, well, friends, this is my last TTS message for a while. I love this channel and I love Keeps now. If you'll excuse me, I have to throw my phone away before the battery acid leaks and becomes a goo. If I inhale the fumes, I'll have more. I wonder why that threw the filter. Like, I apparently have a bug somewhere where that got matched. And it didn't fill the filtered output variable with anything. Neat. I'm gonna refund that. That's not fair to you. There wasn't anything in there that should have triggered the thing. So we're just gonna reject that real quick. All right, this one's complete. Oh, you know what? I just figured out who Tink L is. So in my YouTube chat, there's a person there. And I thought it was Jamie's other half, but it's not. It's her other daughter. And I'm going to read this passage to you because I think you might benefit from this. It says, as a child who witnessed and was a small part of the abuse from the screaming and watching the bullshit, seeing your face made me physically sick to my stomach. Well, that's great, Nicole. You can be as sick as you want. I don't know what abuse you're talking about, but if you're talking about the time I yelled at you in the car, you were being an entitled little twat and nobody else in the car was willing to reprimand you. So yeah, you got yelled at. That's what happens when children act the fool. They get yelled at. And one day when you have children, you'll understand this. Dragon Ball, this first episode is amazing. You should definitely. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if I have time. Got a lot going on.
Sports_geek12 from Twitch says, percent filtered output percent.
Okay, the TTS system's broken. Hang on. I don't know what its problem is. It worked once, and now it doesn't work at all. Yeah, brand new tech. You're gonna have bugs. Also, the version of StreamerBot I'm using right now is beta. Um, so that might be a contributing factor. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I know. I know what abuse she's talking about. I just figured it out. It must be that time, and I want everybody in chat to just hang on for the end of the story, okay? It's kind of important. There was this time that Jamie's oldest daughter, Nicole, who is the person who's in my YouTube chat here, um, she said that I kicked in a bedroom door, ran into her room, and ordered her to take her panties off. She was 6 years old at the time. Now, obviously, that did not happen, and she did later rectify that story. She, she admitted to the fact that she lied about it, and because she was mad that I yelled at her, and she wanted to get me in trouble. First of all, first of all, okay, first of all, you wanted to get someone in trouble, and that was your go-to? Who put that idea in your head? Because a 6-year-old doesn't invent those kinds of things by herself. Okay? That's fucking terrible. That is the effect of your mother and your grandmother. More so your grandmother, since you were living with her. And also, just so chat knows, I think the word panties is fucking disgusting. I hate it. I think it is the most, like, I would I would rather say cunt 1,000 times than ever say that word. Okay, so Sports Geek. I'm going to read what you said aloud. It says, that's fucking crazy, and it should be a crime to falsely accuse someone of those types of allegations. Okay. Jamie, and who are Jamie and Nicole? Jamie is my ex. Um, the first like real relationship I ever had, and Nicole is her oldest daughter, a little girl she had before I met her with another guy. His name's Ed, and I'm pretty sure he's in jail now because he killed his second kid because he's a real fucking piece of work. Anyway, uh, you said it should be illegal. It is illegal. It is illegal. When you file a report, there is a note at the bottom of the report that says that you are signing this under penalty of perjury, that everything in it is true to the best of your knowledge. So when you make a report like that and it's full of lies, it actually is illegal. It's perjury, and perjury can be, depending on severity, a felony in this state. So um, we're not going to do TTS anymore. That seems to be broken. I'm going to just pause that until I can figure out what this thing's problem is. I mean, I tested it quite a bit yesterday, and I didn't have any problems with it. But I don't know. It's probably regex is a special thing, and it's probably catching on words that it's not meant to be, and that's why it's not filling a filtered output variable, and it's just speaking it aloud. Yeah, no, sports. It's impossible. No 6-year-old came up with that kind of thing unless they've already been exposed to that kind of abuse and understand the implications there. Which, if that's the case, that's fucking horrible. Like that's like, despite all the nasty shit she just put in my chat, I don't wish that on anybody. Like that's fucking awful. Oh, all right. I guess I'll have to work on this thing tomorrow. Um, and throw more stuff at it, because I'm not gonna lie, I probably didn't do a great job testing it. I don't know what that thing is. So, all right, like the filter should only be catching this stuff, which this is for various f bombs. No f bombs in TTS. I've made that kind of a thing. Um, this is for all iterations of the filthy N word. We don't do that here in chat. This is for the acronym for without papers. This is what is this? Oh, this is for people of Russian Jewish descent. There's a specific slur for them, and I don't want that getting thrown around, so that got filtered. Um, this is actually for that same dirty C word I was just talking about. Other variations, because I don't want any of this out. I can't. There's something in the messages you sent. One of these words matched this regex, and I don't know which one it would have been. I'm gonna have to do like some reporting or something, so that I know what rule matched, because there's clearly a bug somewhere. And just staring at this isn't gonna help me find it. Also, I just wanna put that here. It says Jamie isn't watching, but she is being informed when her business is put out on the internet, because the things you're trying to say is wild. This is a brainwashed child, by the way. She is absolutely brainwashed. As a child who has witnessed and is a smart, I read that bit to you, and wishing ill on her is so childish. Grow the fuck up. Yeah, you know what? It probably is. It probably is. Wishing ill on someone probably is a little bit childish. But you know what? I haven't seen my daughter in 11 years because Jamie likes to delete everything that is no longer an active part of her life. That's literally what she does, and she has admitted to doing so to me. So, yeah. Maybe I just want to see my kid. I've always wanted to see my kid. She won't get to see that, Sports Geek. She's in one of my YouTube chats, if she's even still there. And again, like we can debate how childish I'm being all day long. At the end of the day, Jamie called Children and Youth Services 2 weeks ago, not 2 weeks ago, on August 1st or September 30th, somewhere around there, and said that I was essaying my 17-year-old daughter with no reason to say such a thing. The entire time my daughter was here living with me, she had her phone and she had full access to contact her sister, her mother, anybody else she wanted. And at any point she wanted to go home, all she had to do was say something. I'd have put her in the truck and I drove her back to her mother's house. She wasn't a prisoner here. I didn't take her. I wasn't keeping her from anyone. She wanted to be here. Anyway, it is almost midnight, folks. I started my stream around 10 o'clock. I am going to wrap up a lot early today because I have a sneaking suspicion that I may be getting a visit from the local authorities, and I don't want to be streaming when that happens. So, because that's a quick way to not have a platform anymore. 12's your bedtime. I'm gonna wrap up this beer, and I'm gonna crash myself. We got a soccer game first thing in the morning for one of the children, and yeah, I wish I didn't need sleep to function. You know, everybody keeps saying they want karma, they want karma, they want karma, and I've been saying that for so long that I'm tired of saying it. No, I don't want karma. I want fucking justice. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, no, GMZ, as a guy who replaced sleep with caffeine for a very long time, I can tell you it has very detrimental effects. Probably don't do that. You get some sleep. I will we'll do this again tomorrow night if I'm not in jail, which I very much hope I'm not in jail, but we'll see.